Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And on today's show, we have today's video, we have more breaking news where we're talking about Givenchy or Givenchy, that's how it's pronounced. Fashion company criticized for Noose Necklace at the Paris Fashion Show. Now, this is 3 days ago. Once again on BBC News, we have the article here, and um, of course, the normal cancel them, bash them, that whole ordeal. That's what's been taking place over the last 72 hours. And just want to get my take on this. And I just want people to understand that, that whole cancel culture, that's not the way to affect these businesses or anyone for that matter. Unfortunately, well, fortunately, not unfortunately, fortunately, we are entitled to our own opinions and our own creative decisions and things like that. And not everyone, we don't have to be accepting of everyone. We should show respect. That should be a given. There should always be respect, but we don't have to show acceptance. And to me, this is, this designer's expression. Um, Clearly, they didn't take in the impact on how it would make some people feel, or maybe they didn't, just said they didn't care. But my whole thing is you can't attack these guys with or these companies with cancellations and Twitter rage and things of that nature. If you really want to make an impact, you hit them where it hurts and you stop buying their product. You see a company out there, they're doing something that you don't agree with, you just don't support them. Just stop spending your money. And obviously, if this looks like a woman of color or some sort of ethnic background, and she's wearing it, and obviously, I'm sure she got paid to do it, but we can't just assume it bothers everyone. There are multiple forms of art that expresses and reflects life. Doesn't mean they're saying that they don't like African Americans or they support slavery. If they didn't actually say it, I don't think that's what this means. Um, but I can relate as a black man that how this would make people feel. And would I support it? No, but I wouldn't support this brand anyway. Um, just I wouldn't, and you shouldn't if this offends you. Take your money and go support a black business or some other minority business that you like their stuff, you like their clothing and their fashion. But I just want us to get away from this whole cancel culture, hate culture. Let's spam them. Let's get on the Twitter. You know, those things don't solve anything. That if you want to affect someone's bottom line, you just stop buying their product. And when they do their analytics and they see their demographics, say, hey, this group of people is not buying our stuff anymore. Best believe they're going to change it up and they're going to make things that appeal to you to try to get you back as a customer if they need the money or want the money. And most of these companies want the money. So I just think, I'm looking at some of these comments here. I like, but these new pieces, the new things that come on now. And, in what world I hear you, but again, um, I don't like the pants hanging off your butt, showing your boxes. And that's a fashion statement that a lot of people tend to do. And, I never agree with it. I think you should try to look respectable, carry yourself in a manner in which warrants respect. And I don't think that is, but that's a fashion statement. That's almost a rebellious statement that a lot of minorities make, or just people in general make. It's just sort of, hey, I'm not part of the status quo and I'm against the system or whatever they believe it is. Or urban hip hop culture or just an urban culture in general. So again, you don't have to agree with the fashion choices and the options, but we can't just assume, hey, they're insensitive to black people, they're insensitive to slavery. Let's not assume that. Um, they did apologize and said it was insensitive and it was a mistake, but they did it. They could have been having some sort of, you know, moment where they just felt like, hey, maybe they're sending a message like, maybe, are we a slave to our clothing? Are we a slave to our image? Are we? slaves to the fashion industry and just industry in general. You know, it could be like that because I would say, hey, there's a lot of people out there spending money on things above their means just to feel like they have more, that they're valuable, just to feel like they have some sort of worth, right? I can't let people know I'm from the hood, so I got to show off, or I'm from a lower class, family structure, so I got to buy all the fanciest clothes and the most expensive things, and that way people take me serious and believe, hey, this person is is well off and things of that nature. But maybe they're saying, hey, you're a slave to you're a slave to the brand, you're a slave to the clother. And if that's the case, this should be a wake up call to say, hey, maybe you should, get away from that idea and get away from, the high fashion and spending all your money. Invest your money in some books and education. Invest your money in a business for yourself. Or to learn how to start your own business and things like that. Or invest in brands and things that you agree with. And there's a lot of brands out there. There's a lot of business ventures out there that would be happy with your money and that are looking to do things that you believe in. And so again, if this offends you, my apologies. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I just don't like the cancel culture. I don't like the Twitter rage and the Twitter hate. Just think it's it's useless. It doesn't benefit anyone. It's empty calories. If you truly want to make an impact, you just don't spend your money on this stuff and you move on and that's it. Plenty other brands, plenty other things, draw your attention to, a lot of other causes that, you should be giving your attention to it. And not this, this is what it is. It could have been a mistake. It could have been a message that, hey, we're a slave to fashion. We're a slave to the industry. It could be a lot of things. It could very well be, we just didn't think black people or anybody that was once a slave would care, because trust me, not just black people were slaves, but you know, we don't know. And they came out and apologized, accept the apology. If you don't accept the apology, don't buy their clothes, don't support their brands, don't support their business ventures. Take your money and put it elsewhere. And I think that's all I got to say about that. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, whenever time you're watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Share it as well. If you didn't like the video, I appreciate your time and catch you guys next time. Peace.